Hello and welcome back to another video with here yours truly, the packaging guru. In today's video, we'll be going over different ways you can package your glassware so that it doesn't break. We'll be focusing on things like whiskey glasses, wine glasses, mugs, bottles, that sort of glassware. It's going to be the interior part of your packaging, so get comfortable, don't go anywhere because we're starting right now. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'm excited to be back here for another video and your weekly tip for your packaging. Like I said before, today we'll be focused on the interior side of your packaging and more focused towards glassware like mugs, whiskey glasses, wine glasses, those fragile items that you typically ship on Etsy, Amazon, eBay, etc. Make sure to press that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss out on our weekly tips and advice for your packaging. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a big thumbs up. So let's go ahead and get started with how you can package your products. So let's get started with tip number one. Before you even get started with measuring your product, you want to make sure you look at your product and figure out what the purpose of your packaging will be for this particular product. It's very important that we identify this because depending on the goal that your packaging has is the lane you will be taking in regards to what packaging supplies you will be using for that product. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're just starting and you were to just be shipping a glass like this one. Maybe you don't have the budget to invest into putting it into a really nice insert, or you just don't plan on shipping these in inserts. It's a more affordable product with the personalization that you want, or it's just a simple piece of glassware. Then you'll probably want to use something that is more on the economic side rather than investing into inserts or custom packaging for that product. Now, let's say you're making something for a client or shipping out something for a client that you want to really have an impact. Then you probably don't want to go with just a basic packaging when shipping that out to them, and you probably want it to be a better experience. But let's say you don't know what you want to do. No worries, that's what we're going to go over today, the different options you have, and maybe by the end of the video you can identify the purpose your packaging will have. So let's go ahead and get started with number one. Obviously, when I was talking at the beginning of economic, expensive, all these different options, I didn't really hit specifics because I wanted to go one by one through them throughout the video. So let's go ahead and get started with the number one product that or not the number one, but the first product I want to share with you guys that I think can help you guys when you guys are just getting started off and you just want to make sure your product arrives safely to the end user. It's called Kraft Paper. It's very simple. It's literally paper. Environmentally friendly, it could be recycled, and the way that it works is that usually you get it in either a roll or already cut out sheets. You could either crumble it by hand, or there's the manual machine or an automatic machine. And how it works is that you technically just grab whatever you're packaging and you can go ahead and just package it with as much paper as you need around it, and that way it stays protected when you put it inside of your box, your package, whatever it is that you will be shipping it out in. It's simple and it's efficient. Although this is efficient, I'm not the happiest with the presentation that it gives. You could obviously put a label on this package so that it expands some brand awareness, but overall it's very simple, and obviously if somebody received this in the mail, they wouldn't be as impacted as you'd want them to be. Let's say you're not a big fan of the Kraft Paper. There's also the bubble wrap option. There's also environmentally friendly options to bubble wrap. And the cool thing about bubble wrap is that there's no crumbling involved. It's ready to go. You cut out the sheets that you need. If you get it perforated, it's even easier to get the sheets that you need for the products. Wrap the product up in the bubble wrap, and boom, it's ready to ship out. Again, presentation isn't great, but it gets the job done. And again, if you're just getting started, this is your best friend right here. Bubble wrap, I prefer this over the Kraft Paper just because I feel like it's easier to maneuver. If you're interested or are looking for places to buy low quantities of bubble wrap because you're just getting started, I'm gonna go ahead and post a link to an Amazon seller down below. They sell from 30 feet to 120 feet, and if you're interested in buying in bigger bundles, I'll also post a link to a company that sells bubble wrap in bigger bundles for you to order. And now, let's say you have a target audience that you want to provide something of higher quality to. Then there's this next option is the option you're probably going to be most interested in, just because it looks really good. So what we're going to be talking about first is recycled foam, and in this case recycled foam inserts. Depending on the measurements that you took out, obviously there'd be a special die cut made for the insert so that your glasses or bottles or any glassware that you want to be inserting into these inserts fit nicely and nicely tucked so that they're protected. Let me show you an example of how nice these inserts can look. So this is a recycled foam insert, and this would go inside of a box. So you create the box, or you assemble the box, and then you'd place the foam inside of the box and set your items inside of each insert, put a lid on it, close the box, and boom, ship it out. Just imagine the impact that it'll have once your client is opening their box and they see an insert like this. When they're opening their package, I'm pretty sure they'll keep this insert and they'll reorder from you in the short term. Let me give you an example of what it looks like if we were to put something in there. So this is what it would look like if we were to put the bottle in there. Looks very clean. This is a set, so it'd be the bottle and the two whiskey glasses. Now, obviously that is not the only way of packaging sets like that, and there are different types of inserts that you can use. There's also this higher end foam insert. So the finish that it has is more matte. So if you're looking to get your clients, a more high-end, a greater packaging, or a better presentation towards when they receive their high-end glassware, I definitely recommend using this material more than the recycled. The finish is nicer. These aren't the only ways you can create glassware inserts or foams or different styles of packaging for glassware. These are just some of the ones that we most commonly use and the ones we had accessible for today. But let's say you have a certain product or a certain project that you'd like to get a fully customized insert for. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link to a company below that can go ahead and help you with that. They're amazing. They don't require any minimum order quantity. They work with you and what you need. And when it comes to just packaging overall, this company will take care of you. So that's basically all the different options we're gonna go over today. Packaging products like glassware is it's always very important to maintain protected, because nobody wants to receive a broken product. Not only can it harm the position of your company with that individual customer, but the future sales that that product could bring because of that broken glassware. So make sure to pay attention to how you're packaging your glassware. If you need any help or have any questions or are having problems with your glassware breaking, leave a comment down below. I'd love to answer those questions and see how we can help. Make sure to press that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on. Thank you once more for watching, and I will see you guys very soon. Remember, your packaging drives your product.